Council for World Mission has been investing in the equipping of young people for the ministry and mission of its member churches since 1981. Through the Training and Mission program, a group of 10 to 12 young people from the churches and ecumenical partners are brought together for 7 months of intensive mission training. The pedagogical process of the program is the action reflection model of learning.
A lot of people confuse climate and weather, thinking it's the same thing, but it's not.
Important a message for you to take back home is the culture of recognition. That is very important. That whatever we do in life, we have to recognize, realize that there are other people living in the other parts of the world that may be or directly or indirectly affected by our actions. So that's a message we should take into our communities at the international level. We should adopt the culture of recognition, recognizing other people as human beings as well.
The hope of Kiribati is for their country to be safe and for God to protect them. People need to realize that Kiribati does not have enough money for the resources they need. We cannot blame or criticize their faith in God. We need to consider their situation and the size of their country compared to the rest of the world. They cannot fight this alone. Having been to Kiribati, the team became aware of the everyday habits that contribute to climate change and other problems in the world. We constantly say that we don't want to waste food and water. We want to plant more trees and use less electricity. But the way we live makes it difficult to change. Our team got the opportunity to plant mangroves. This exposure helped them realize that it is a process. Planting was not easy, and you have to wait for the mangrove to grow. However, when it grows, it contributes to nature and helps soil erosion. This was helpful, but the real change must come from each of us.
The training in mission program has changed me in many ways, but I guess the way that it's changed me the most, that it has changed my view on life and how I see life. Through this training in mission program, I tend to look beyond what I see, what is right in front of my eyes. I try to look beyond that, and instead of trying to personalize something that is unjust, or trying to personalize injustice to a certain individual, to a certain human being, I try to look beyond that and look for the systematic, the structural systems that has made that person to act in an unjust way. So, because yes, I look for the systematic and the structural system that is oppressing injustices around the world.
This journey started with 11 different people from different countries. We started in New Zealand, in Fiji, and in South Korea. We were all strangers when we met, from different backgrounds. We had our lifestyles, we had our differences. It was hard to live and be one. It was hard to understand why the other person is acting the way the other person is acting. But as time went by, we grew from being just strangers to friends, and from friends to being lovers and family. The Council of World Mission transformed our lives, because we're just young people from our country. We're young people who are low people in our communities, because we are young and voiceless. But when the CWM decided to take us in, it changed our perspective to life. We began to dream and aspire to be more. We began to dream to give more to life. Every one of us began to see the world in a different place. We began to fight for justice. We began to be interested in ecological crisis and how to fight for injustice. We began to get interest to speak for those who are marginalized in the community. And I know that seeds have been sown. Although we might not have the opportunity to transform our churches when we get back immediately, we might not have the opportunity to immediately transgress the church and the empire, but I believe that seeds have been sown. Council of World Mission have just sown a seed of great leaders in the future, of leaders of the church, not just of the church, but social organization, the government, and the society.
watch out for the announcements regarding the Team 40th anniversary celebration in the coming days. Stay tuned.